Yeah boy, yes guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Vinci Vibe Plus. Today I'm gonna be making my first official pickup at the Holiday Inn. So these are some of my subscribers. So they say they watch me and colors all the time. They say they are foodies, so which means they want to get a lot of food today. So guys, if you're new to the channel, please like, comment, share and subscribe. And if you notice my last two videos also, you have not been seeing any drone shot. It's because the drone batteries are swollen and none of them works. You know, so I can't do any drone footages for now until I get those batteries. I ordered some and I have not received them as yet. But today it would have been a nice day to give you some nice overhead footage of this beautiful place. We are in Diamond. Yeah, St. Vincent and the Grenadine has two diamonds. We have diamonds Windward and diamonds just after Arnesville and Bright New and Prospect and those places. So this is where we are right now at the location of the Holiday Inn Express. So I messaged them already. They said okay, I'll tell them I'm on my way. So we're gonna be going over there and picking them up. It's Gary and I think it's his wife. So guys, yes, stay tuned for this beautiful adventure today here, coming from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You know, as usual, Vinci Vibe give you the best. You know, so nothing gonna be short. So we're gonna pull up in the driveway now, clear with the security, and go over and get our guests. All right, stay tuned and don't forget to leave a like on the video. And I must say again, we sympathize with our Jamaican brothers and sisters. For those of you who lost mostly all of your things in the hurricane, I pray that God will continue to comfort you and He will provide for you and He will continue to protect you. All right, we keep you in our prayers. Big up Jamaica, one love. All right guys, so be blessed. So we are officially on the compound at the lobby. So this is Holiday Inn Express, guys, for those of you. Morning. This is Holiday Inn Express for those of you who have never seen it. Yeah. And this is the lobby right here. Beautiful, beautiful Holiday Inn. And there's a first in everything, guys. So as I said, this is my first official pickup here. You know, I'm always at Sandals, but today I'm here at the Holiday Inn. So I'm gonna shoot my guests another message and wait for them, and today's adventure can begin. All right, I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're just gonna go with the flow. All right, stay tuned. So we have left Holiday Inn. We made a stop down at Young Island, but we didn't record it because it was a brief stop. So this is Gary and Shanette, husband and wife, Jamaican and Vinci. So there's an iguana over here, guys. Yeah.
Start runway.
Yeah. There's an iguana here, guys. And there's another iguana too. Gary.
Eh?
Oh, I'm gone.
Oh,
gone.
yeah,
Been right there, so yeah. Yeah. Yes, guys, beautiful day to be outside, as always. Yeah, man. So, guys, this is Gary and this is Shanette.
Yes.
Hi.
How you guys doing, my supporters?
Of course, we're doing well. Finally
Yes,
reach out.
we finally reach out. We're having a wonderful time so far. We are so excited to see what we're gonna have to do today. We're gonna have so much fun.
Yeah, we're leaving it up to him.
Yes,
Make it. He gonna make it worth it.
Yes, yes.
Why? But so far the weather is nice, and hey, bring back my baby home.
Yes, I'm home.
Yeah, man.
All right. All right, guys, so we're gonna go to the pool side and get the views as always. You know, we can come here without going by the pool side and getting the views from the pool side. All right, so we outside as always, man. Yes, guys, so we are back at it again. You know, as I said, cannot pass Villa without stopping at Love You. Right, and as I said before, these are some of my subscribers and they watch all my videos. They can tell you about all my videos where I take people, so for sure I have to give them the experience that they always see on my videos. You know, seeing people going somewhere and going there yourself is a big difference. You know, so we are here today. Nice weather. Nice weather. Alright, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so we are here in Camden and we have the fast ferry leaving port. Yeah man, that is gonna take at least 30 minutes to go down to Beckway. Yeah, and there's a new one. There's a new fast ferry there. I don't know who that belongs to, but yeah, it's down there. Yeah, beautiful day guys, very beautiful day. We're outside. Yeah, but one thing we gotta get today is some local food for sure. Okay, Mr. Gary said he's a foodie, so which means he loves his food. So I don't know if we're gonna check for it down in Kingston or what, but yeah, we're just driving and whatever pleases us, we stop and, you know, taking the views and get food or whatever. So stay tuned, make sure to leave a like on the video. That's the Express, one of the Express. Just got up from Beckway, so he's preparing to go back to dock by the port, ready for his next trip. Alright, peace out. See you guys. Yeah, so we are currently at the cruise ship terminal.
Hello.
These are all the shops.
Make this out a feedback.
Yeah,
Nice.
where you can come and get your souvenirs, magnets. Some places have dresses, and there's some food courts where you can come here and sit down and relax. Yeah, you can get your rum punch, you can get your local rum, whatever you're looking for here. But it's gonna be on the pricey side.
Oh, you are going to take picture? Make sure it's your, what's your name? Cash.
Tash gift shop.
Yeah. So make sure you see that too.
No, me good man. Gary, you want to take a look? All right.
Yes, if you want to come see St. Vincent places that's not on Google, you have to come see Vincivai Plus. He's gonna take you all over the island. Trust me, you gotta come see Vincivai Plus. Vincivai Plus. He's gonna take you all over. Put the plus on it, right? Yeah.
What do you say about that, Gary?
Yeah, man, you have to put the plus on it.
Yes, that's right. Put the plus on it.
All right, you gotta put the plus on it, guys. Yeah. All right, so that was our small look around at the cruise ship terminal. Well, fortunately for us, there's no cruise shipping today, so the place is empty. Just the ferries, Mustique boat, and the Express, and some of the fast ferry. One just left. So when I go back to the van, Miss Shanette said she wants some coconut water. That's why we're gonna check on right now. All right, so we're gonna get that on Bay Street. So stay tuned. See you in a minute. Still outside, my beautiful people. We're gonna get some coconut water. As I said, my guest requested coconut water. So we're gonna get some right here from Papi.
Yes.
Papi, them they full of the green. They full of the green.
The full.
Okay.
You have all the green.
Hey, morning. Yeah, so it's a sunny morning here in Kingston. So from all our runs from Diamond back in Kingston, well, not back in Kingston, we are in Kingston now, getting some fresh jelly water.
Yes.
Good? Gary, you sure you could drink that one, man?
What do you mean?
That big enough, that big, man. Look at this coconut, guys. Real big.
Big on me.
But the jelly hard already, man.
It's alright though.
Yeah, the jelly hard already. Alright, guys. I'll go on. Stay tuned. Yes, my wonderful people. So we took a trip up to the fort up here in Edinburgh. So from here, from here you can see everywhere in Kingston. Look at that. See, in the brand new port, there's 2 ships there. Yeah, very nice view from here, guys. Very nice. So we're gonna go up inside and get a look over Camden Park and Otley Hall and those other places.
From a tree named Bobby, there's a trade slave there. So a slave ship was traveling on this east coast going to Grenada, so 75 miles from St. Vincent. We can sit on a clay up here. And the ship met a storm, a squall, which she called, and around 1675, so the ship went down there. And some of the slaves managed to escape and swim ashore and back way and settle. So later they came over here and they were welcomed and accepted by the indigenous people who was living on that side of the island, the leeward coast, you know. And when they start helping them walk the land, they offer the daughters to the slaves, the African slaves. So that's how we end up now, get the name Black Caribs. Yeah, that's how we get the name Black Caribs here. But Chatier now, he was the leader of our ancestors, which is the Karanago, the Garafunas, yeah, which is Amran Indians. But he had a brother called Duvalier. So Duvalier was on this side and Chatier was on this side. So what happened now, when the British now end up completing the fort in 1806, they decide, okay, the native people fighting against me, so they point the cannons them inland. But the fort never had no military attack. No military attack. Okay. You know, the only thing is when Chatier decide he will challenge a gentleman called British Major Leach to a sword fight, a duel, up at Dorsetshire Hill to take place, March 14, 1795. And he was defeated up there because they claim to say he was sandpacked. But they never found his body, but his monument is up there. So we celebrate that day as National Heroes Day, the whole of March month. So those who did escape, they flew up into a mountain and settled and named it Greg's. So every time that month comes on March 14, we always have a celebration day, and some go across our big river called the Rabakajai River and settle, and they name it Sandy Bay. And some go further at Fancy, Ori, and so on. So those who did get captured by the English now, that island in the middle there, that is called Ballyso. And so when they're taking them there now, but over 5,000 of them, some of them die, and about 2,000 survive. So those who survive now, they transported them to Beckwith. And 1797, that's when they take them to Honduras and Belize. This is an old painting of how they was transported, our people, the Caribs them. They put them in chain. And those are the British warship called British Men of Warship. And that's how they send them off in exile to Honduras and Belize, Central American country. That's where they end up. So that's how now they're coming back now and trying to bring back our culture to we every time they come here, which is the Garifuna culture. You know, we try to do the fungi, the cassava bread and all these things, you know, and the folks dance, the language that they used to speak, they try to bring it back and so on to we here. Every time they come, they try to teach me back our own Garifuna language and so on. Yeah, she would kill her child, but she was innocent, you know, in that time. And when they do put her to sentence her to be hung, she take long to die. So the promise, they will never hang another woman again, only men. So from that now, if like me and you commit a murder together, I will only get life in prison because they can't execute you. So that's the only how I get away. But if it's me alone, I will get strung up. So the gallows now is way over behind there. So the last time the gallows used was 1995, so about 31 years ago. Yes, that's the last time it used here in St. Vincent, but we keep the death penalty still. So this building that used to use as an old water tank, so the soldiers could get water when the rain fall. That one was for some of the high-ranking officers. But an English fella called Baker Perkins, he from London, he did take bricks and steel bars and sand and put an oven in there. So our men prisoners in the 90s used to come here and bake bread for all the government institutions. So when our suffering loss erupted in 1979, 45 years ago, you know, it happened. That's the last time the bakery used to bake bread for all the government institutions. So this picture what I show you here, we have 11 of these paintings done by Lindsay Prescott. So that is what we used to use as the art gallery. So they have stuff in there because they was doing some work on the fort, but they never quite completed it. So down inside of there now, those rooms down in there, which they're trying to clean up and so on, they are prison cells. So when the British captured the enemies, when we had an uprising now on Union Island, back in the 80s coming up there, it used to be Black Power, they call themselves. They tried to take Union Island. So some of the men, they did use this area here to throw them, and over there where they have used to use as the woman prison also too. You know, that's how now we form our SSU unit, the military unit, come from that. Yeah, let me go up to the top. Today you all is 636 feet above sea level, which is about like 218 meters high, and the fort is over like 244 years old. So all these stones that you see, that like underwater tank, those are volcanic stone. That's when Abercrombie them came here and the British them, they brought slaves. So the slave them also used to cut out all those stones and use donkey, cat and mule to drag them up here. But all the bricks, all those bricks, any old building with bricks building in Kingston, those bricks are land and stock bricks. They used to come as ballast in the ships. That's how they get here to St. Vincent. So one of the oldest building we have in Kingston was Copperstone in the building 1960. That's an old bricks building, but they only remodeled it. And the old police barracks that you see there. Right. Also, in Kingston. Yeah, so you see, from up here, you see right around you, that's the lighthouse, which is used as a signal station. Always be working every 24 hours. Well, I don't know if in Jamaica they had leprosy, people with leprosy back then. So yeah, let me show you this here. Yeah, Kapai? Yes, you see, back in the early time too, we had people who had leprosy when they came here, and they didn't, in those times they didn't have medication to like treat them and so on. So what they do now, you see over there that you see those trees with a piece of building like a frame, that was the hospital, a leper colony hospital to isolate them. And you see that pond down there, that reef there, they cast it and make it like a bath. So those people with leprosy, it used to have like a track in those times. They will walk and go down and sit in the pond and soak themselves with salt water. Just like when we was growing up in our time in the 90s, growing up, you know, where we got like a boil and rash, our grandparents would say, oh, they go beach, because the salt water very salt and so on, you know. So that's what they used to use. And then over this, you know, where all those dishes is, those dishes put there about a couple of years by carrot cable, but you can see a piece of building that was for some of the soldiers them. They had cannons over there in the early 1800s. But in the 70s coming up, we had people with syphilis. So that was a hospital for syphilis people. So my grandmother, she was a cook. And my father, he was a male nurse who treated the people. So when they used to bake the bread up here, I used to come up here and collect the bread and take it down there for them. So I will save my grandmother the trouble to come up and go down. But the only problem, I couldn't go around the hospital. I had to stay near the kitchen section. Yeah. The last person who survived from syphilis here, he died about like 3 years ago. His name is called Charlo. Yes, he was one of them. So this is how we look in. That's St. Andrews Mountain up there. That's our second highest mountain, St. Andrews.
Okay.
Farther back we have the volcano, yeah, which is the highest, you know. That's last year erupted in 2021, the volcano. And then this big space here now, this is called a moat. And this moat is built not to fill with water, just to trap the enemies if they try to get up here. But yeah, but the bridge that you cross down there, that used to be a wooden drawbridge back then.
Oh,
After the, yes, after the Fort stop used them, remaining material, the British used it to build that bridge. But the only military action seen by the fort was assassination right down there. This private bodyguard, his name called Private Biliska, he killed his major. His major was Major John Champion. No, Major John Champion, he was Scottish. So he wasn't actually, like say, in his full uniform. So when he come to the fort, the private tried to question him. So he said, "You can't question me."
Yeah.
And he shot the private shot him. So they take the private to the magistrate court and they decide, okay, we will even the odds. So they bring him back there and they execute him right there. So that happened October 13, 1824. Yeah. So our local beer that we drink, called High Road, that was the first name for St. Vincent, named by our ancestors. It means land of the blessed. Yeah, that's what it meant. Yeah. Yeah. So these are some of the original cannon here. And then Charlotte now, she was the wife of King George III, so that's how it got the name, Fort Charlotte. And the date here is 16th of January 1st, 1819. Yeah. So if you're a prisoner of war and you get captured, they say mean government property, the Crowfoot. You know, but after times goes on, King George III, he ended up develop a disease. And then when he get a little older, the disease start to affect him and he go mad.
Yeah.
And when he died, they come back and they made a movie and called it Madness of King George. That's how the name come. Yeah. So majority of the cannons was 6 pounder now. So what we do now, we use bamboo. You know, same Guy Fawkes for the Guy Fawkes night stuff. But we celebrated early. But Guy Fawkes now, he was this man, get a whole lot of fireworks and tried to enter the government building in England to blow it up and end up blow up himself. So that's how we do the traditional thing from back then, from that Guy Fawkes, but we use bamboo. So this one here, the date is 1826, and just like how Donald Trump said, Canada is the 52nd state, and he wanted to take it. In 1812, United States tried to take Canada, and that's the only battle Canada ever win, was a civil war. So the date is 1812 right there. Yeah. Yeah, so on this side, this is the leeward side, behind where is the windward side. So we say the Caribbean side. So St. Lucia is just 24 miles behind we. Then Grenada, Cuba, Venezuela is down in there. So we say north, south, east, and west. So Barbados is 95 miles east from St. Vincent. So when we're on the last end, we can see Barbados. Yeah, if you stand here, you get a surround view, you know, you get a better view of everything.
Alright guys, so you heard that history about the fort and all those stuff. Yeah man, good history. So that's one of the tour guide. That's why I was not doing the tour, because he's at the gate and he's the one in charge of giving the history about the fort once you get through the gate. So he's in charge of doing that. Alright, so from here you can still see a lot of the villages. You can see Camden Park, you can see Lowmans, you can see, yeah, a lot from here guys. Very nice, very nice. Very windy also. Alright. Alright guys, so we stop here in Camden Park. We're gonna get some locals food. This is my partner right here, Colors. This is not Color Smith, you know, Colors, not Color Smith, Colors. Yeah, this is the menu right here. Stew turkey, stew pork, curry, leg quarters, liver chunks, fried chicken, barbecue chicken, rice, spaghetti, fried plantain, roti, burger, fries, chicken and chips. Yeah, this is the menu, guys. Right, trying roti?
Yeah, man, yeah.
Alright.
You want chicken and chips?
So, chicken and chips and roti. Yes, guys. Yeah, man, local spot right here. Colors out in Camden Park. Stay tuned, we're gonna add. Alright, so this is what we have today.
Wow. Wow. Definitely, I feel like I want that.
Roti, chicken roti.
I feel like, what would you turn
Chicken
into?
and chips.
Which sandwich would you turn into? I would turn the
And peanut bunch.
yeah, seasoned steak with bell peppers, onions,
Good.
some sauce.
Yeah, man.
Wow. Anyways, let me see what's going on. I want some over here real quick.
It's lunchtime now, guys. So, yeah, man. Time to eat. So, guys, this is where the tour is gonna be finishing. Right now, we are in Layu, on the leeward side of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So, we are gonna be finishing here. I have my guests over there checking the ATM, and we're gonna look around here a bit. We're just here on the waterfront. Just here on the waterfront, where the guys have their boats and everything parked. Got you?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so guys, when you come here, you're one with nature, right down on the beach. Almond. You want to get the dry one and pong it and get some out of it?
No, no, no. We just look funny. I'm
Oh.
not used to tour.
Yes, guys, this is how we do it. Outside.
Janet, we come down here to a sport.
Shannon, you scared to come down?
Look one life, right? Say look one life.
Yeah, man, this kind of tours is like you're going back to your roots, you know?
Yeah, we are trying to look.
I can't pick up the boat.
Right. You see how people all the way to the edge. You see how man gets up like?
Yeah.
All the way to the edge and say, look. Yeah, man, no better feeling, man. No better feeling.
No better feeling than being outside.
Right.
One with nature.
A beautiful day too, man.
Wait.
Fancy vibe. Don't forget the plus.
Don't forget the plus.
Yeah, man.
Come and hang out with Vincy Vibe.
Nobody can show you St. Vincent, but
You gotta come
Man,
do
I
it
have to show
with Vincy Vibe Plus. Yes.
Definitely. It was a great day, guys.
It was a wonderful day.
Yeah, it was a great day. But I'm not going to take your review from you until we get back to Holiday Inn. So save your review for that time. Alright, guys, so yeah, we made it on the jetty, guys. So this is the jetty. You gotta be careful with this fishing net.
it's a couple fishing.
Yeah, the black ones.
Yeah.
So that's the main road right there, guys. That's the police station up there, the blue building that you're seeing there, where the truck is passing. And that's the police station. So right now, you know, election is around the corner, so you're hearing a lot of noise everywhere. Either the yellow party or the red party. Noise everywhere. Everybody make noise for the party. Guys, look at this. So this is the opposition. This is the opposition.
We are just getting started. As the yellow army is coming through, we are walking the street of Layou with our girlfriend.
Batalha na bro. As I said, today was my first holiday in pickup. I got Shanette here, I got Gary here, and they're gonna share with you. We went all the way down to Layou, from Diamond to Layou, you know that's a lot of driving, and we are back now, so
Yes.
it's approximately now 2:20.
What?
Yeah man, so they're gonna share the experience with you.
Well,
Ladies first.
Ladies first.
Ladies first.
Yeah.
So I want to say I had a wonderful time, right? So he was punctual. Let's start there because everybody like punctual person. He's punctual. It was very, very calming, I would say, right? Because we had a hard week. We came down for my mama's wedding, and it was nice and relaxing. Good conversation. So that's, I want to talk about stuff that's outside of just going on a tour, because you know the tour is going to be good, right? But to meet somebody that you can say that you had a good conversation outside of just taking you where you asked to go, right, is good. When you could just have good conversation, he's showing you stuff that is outside of what you could find on Google, is amazing, right? He's not just taking you where you can say, okay, take me here, take me here. No, he's showing you true, real St. Vincent, right? So if you really want to see St. Vincent outside of what you can find on Google, come and see Vinci Vibes Plus. Right? Remember the plus. He's going to give you a spectacular time, right? And yes, he say 9 to 1. But 1 o'clock is gonna come and he's still gonna stop. He stop and still give us some fruits. He asks, if you ask him to say, I need to go a little here, I need to go there, he's still gonna stop. He's not gonna say, oh, 1 o'clock come, time to take you back. No. If he sees something else, he's gonna ask you, you wanna stop here, you wanna stop there? It's no problem. So trust me, he's a good time. He's a wonderful person to meet. He's amazing. That's what I could tell you. So please, if you want to come to St. Vincent, you want to have a good time, come and see him. He's amazing. That's all I can say.
Well, listen,
Thank you.
I pay bad something I have to tell you. Pay bad.
Yeah, in the house.
I joke. Yeah, man, we really have a good time. Really have a good time. We're glad to know, say, the celebrity we see on TV and we actually come meet him in real life, a genuine person. And you have to give him a chance. Definitely give him a chance. So, big up to Vincent Vibe Plus, and it's well worth it. Just come out and enjoy yourself. Come out, guys. Send me a yard, man, and me come enjoy myself. Yes, so big up again, and thank you.
Yes, guys. So as I said, thank you for the privilege for coming here for my first official pickup. And yeah, I hope to see you guys again. Hopefully, when you guys get back another time, we can do some catch and cook or some waterfall or something.
Definitely. Well, we want to check out some of them hiking too.
Yeah.
So definitely, you are full. You have different options. So
Can you do the volcano? Can you do the? You think you can handle the volcano?
Yeah, man. Listen, they're big man. Me know if you stop. I'll rest and start again. So that's how it go. But yeah, man, we're looking forward for the next adventure, and we're glad to say we're the first one, and we want to do it again.
Yeah, man. Blessings.
Yeah, man. Good,
all right,
good.
cool.
Yes.
So guys, there you have it. Yeah, man. Janet and Gary in the house today.
Yes.
And from Diamond down to Leyu and back to Diamond, I brought them back safely to Holiday Inn Express.
Yes.
Yeah, man. And as I always say, until the next one finds us, so we find the next one. Love God.
Yes.
Love people.
Yeah,
Peace out. See you in the next video. Big up.